Now to an actor who spent more than 80 years treading the boards. David Goodall got his first taste of the spotlight as a teenager. Now, at 97, his energy and passion for the theatre is as strong as ever. And that's not all. He's also an accomplished botanist, and despite being retired for 30 years, he still heads to work every day. Claire Nichols spent a day with a very remarkable man.
God save you, madam.
Welcome, McCard, but that thou interrupts our merriment.
I am sorry, madam, for the news I bring. It's heavy in my tongue.
It's been a lifetime on the stage.
I'm now 97, nearly 98, and I've done it since I was about 15, so you can make the deduction, 80-odd years.
David Goodall was a teenager in England when he first donned a pair of donkey's ears to play Bottom in A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Do you remember what you liked about the theatre at that age?
Well, I don't know that it's any different from any other age. I think that the theatre is a good way of artistic expression.
In the 80 years since, David Goodall has seldom strayed from the spotlight. Living on 4 continents, he's made the world his stage. And this man, in his time, has played many parts. Chekhov's Uncle Vanya, Judge Brack in Ibsen's Hedda Gabler, and one of his favourites, Gloucester, whose eyes are gouged out in Shakespeare's King Lear.
And I remember that the Cornwall, who does the deed, he had sheep's eyes under the lapel of his coat, and as he took the eye out, he throws it on the ground and grinds it under his feet. But that was a part of Gloucester which I did, which was well worthwhile.
He is something of an intuitive actor, but he's also an actor of great intelligence.
There we are, tropical forests here.
When he's not treading the boards, the accomplished botanist can be found at his desk, surrounded by a series of books on ecology that took him 3 decades to put together. He's retired, but David Goodall still visits his office at Edith Cowan University every day.
My office is not really suitable for filming, but...
Because you're a busy man.
Yes, that's right. And not very organised in putting things away when I've finished with them. I've been retired for, 30 years? More than that. But I come into work every day because I love it.
It's performing, though, that David Goodall credits for his lasting good health.
For my age, I think very good. I can't walk as well as I did, and I can't see as well as I did, but the rest of my body seems to be working pretty well.
He says remembering lines is good for the brain, and working with young actors is good for the heart.
Your wit's too hot. It speeds too fast. 'Twill tire.
Not to leave the rider in the mire.
Nay. Then will I be gone?
For me, particularly at my age now also, it is an opportunity for involvement with other people, making social contacts, which otherwise I wouldn't be able to.
This week, David Goodall rehearsed his latest part, a small but crucial role in Shakespeare's Love's Labour's Lost.
David actually rang me up out of the blue when he saw the audition notice, and he said, "Grant, is there a role for me in this show?" And I thought, gee, there were 4 young guys, but then I remembered that there was this character that is often actually doubled with another character earlier in the play, because otherwise it's just this scene at the end of the show.
King, your father.
Dead.
I only have 3 lines to utter, and I only come in near the end of the play. But that's fine. I'm quite happy to do it.
For the other actors, performing with David Goodall is akin to a Perth theatre rite of passage.
Only last week there was a celebration of the 60th anniversary of the Graduate Dramatic Society in the Sunken Garden at UWA, and quite a number of people there came up to me and said, "Oh, yes, we were together in such and such." Perhaps 40 years ago. but I couldn't remember.
Even so, my tale is told.
David Goodall says Love's Labour's Lost could be his last production, but don't bring the curtain down just yet. The man who discovered a love for Shakespeare as a teen could have one more role in him.
I have enjoyed the various plays that I have performed in, which have mainly been comedies, although I've done 2 or 3 of the tragedies, King Lear, Macbeth. I haven't done Hamlet, though I would quite like to.